Yo, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, episode 3 today, you dumb son of a bitch. Thanks to everyone for being here. This is the most, random thing we decided to cover, and it's been a delight. Thank you so much. Subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't done that already. Hit that like button, helps get the video promoted. Full-length watch-alongs over at our Patreon, where there's a bunch of other crap there too. Where the same tier you get reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. You're sick of hearing me say this. Imagine me. I'm more sick of me saying it. Just go there.
Check it out. We won't have to say it anymore.
No, we still will, because there's always more to bring to your Patreon.
And another thing we'll always say is thanks to Pratham Jindal for editing the highlights down.
You're
a great cop.
I don't really
Pratham.
know you that well, Pratham, but you're a good editor. Thank you, Pratham.
You're a credit to the force, Pratham.
Hey gang, so at the time of filming this, episode 1 is currently blocked. I have submitted a dispute and I got a backup plan if we do not win said dispute. But for those who have been asking where episode 1 is for Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the disputing process. But who knows, maybe by the time you catch this video, the dispute will have been gone and it's fine, or the backup plan worked. We'll see.
For the last time, the best cop movies in order. Training Day, Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard is the best cop movie of all time.
RoboCop. It's got everything I like. Gratuitous violence.
Excellent pause.
So gather around for the greatest cop film of all time. Please refrain from texting during our presentation. Good, so there's Hitchcock, and there's an old hooker.
Oh, poor Hitchcock.
Shh, this is the best part. She comes back, takes the wallet, and here she goes!
Oh, poor Hitchcock.
2 to the nuts.
Where are we on the Adams Street burglary?
We are very close, Captain, aside from a complete absence of evidence, suspects, or leads.
And the Vickers Street aggravated assault?
Stalled out, and the Callaway robbery also remains unsolved due to a lack of solving it by me.
Sounds like someone's in a little bit of a slump.
I'm not in a slump.
You're not? Scoreboard.
I don't slump, people.
Oof. Oh.
I'm concerned that the open cases mound of garbage on your desk has become so much higher than the closed cases mound of garbage.
All right, sir, let me hit you with a little analogy. Are you familiar with race cars?
Formula One or stock?
That's already way more than I know. Last Sunday, her grandson Judd reported she went out for bagels and never came back. This morning, we picked up an old lady matching her description exactly. I showed her pictures of Judd, and she said, and I quote, "That's my grandson!"
What did I say about doing voices?
I'm a storyteller, sir. It's my craft. Anyways, grandson's coming in, they reunite, and I throw another case on the old solved it pile.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, the DA wanted me to personally thank you for your work on the J Street drug bust.
That's why we do this, sir.
For praise? If you'd like to head it up.
Is that a rainbow disco ball on his desk?
I won't just head it up, I will head and shoulders it up. I will dive in, swim around it, and just be all together good with it.
Be more articulate when you speak to the children.
Yes, sir, I will make better mouth.
Every year the precinct does that junior police program seminar.
What about it?
Captain specifically asked me to run it this year and assigned you to do it with me. Here's the info.
Now I gotta read something?
Greetings. Fine. I guess I can help you with those at-risk kids.
I don't need your help. You're not a cop, so I'm not really sure you could help.
Okay. No hard feelings, but I hate you. Not joking. Bye.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Torino, I'm glad you're here. May I present to you?
I have no idea who this lady is.
No, she recognized you. This is Helen.
Who's Helen? Oh, that's my husband, Solomon.
I'm not really her husband.
You're so much shorter than you used to be. What did the Japanese do to you?
Oh no. I lost my shins.
It looks like this case remains unsolved, Peralta.
I'm in a slump.
P-Malls, man.
Okay, this is the junior police program.
That's
Pete Davidson.
Immediately noticed.
I know you think getting in trouble is cool, but let me show you what can happen if you continue down this path. Hey, yo, I'm an at-risk kid and I think it's cool.
Oh,
Why does the kid selling drugs sound like he's black?
He's not.
Well, why not? Are you saying that black people can't sell drugs?
no.
Why can't black people sell drugs?
I'm so confused.
Can't sell drugs. Black people can't sell drugs.
No.
People can't sell drugs. Black people.
There's the looks he gives.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I'm building this dollhouse for my girls.
Dude.
It's their birthday tomorrow.
Always so surprised how Buffy is.
Where do I fix the Princess Tower, Boyle? Where do I fix it? Now, Boyle.
Black people can't sell drugs. So stupid. I can't get over that.
And therefore we'll have a ton of paperwork, which I know you hate. I have a murder here with no leads and no evidence. It's unsolvable.
Oh no.
I'll have no paperwork.
You had me at no paperwork.
That was the very end of the sentence.
So funny.
So you haven't solved any of your old cases, and yet you've taken on a new one. I mean, shouldn't you at least solve this Helen Storino missing grandmother case first?
Or I could solve this super easy one, get my mojo back, and move on to catching the Zodiac Killer. Am I getting ahead of myself?
No, you are not, Jake Rabbit.
Oh, I like Jake Hammer better. Let's go. Free! My PD hands where I can see them.
Hey, don't shoot! I was just practicing my minuets, but I'll hold it down.
All right, Flute Man. Who else is in this apartment? Where's the dealer?
I live here alone with my birds.
Drug mules. They're bird mule drugs. Drug bird mules. Apartment's here.
I bet it's the silly kids down the hall. They love prank calling me. The only drugs in this apartment are for my heart, my liver, my kidney, my salivary glands, and my penis and my feet.
Oh, the bird pooped on your shoulder. No, wait. Pooped on your head, then dripped onto your shoulder.
Luck.
It's good luck.
That's just something people say when a bird poops on you to make you feel better because it's terrible.
4 coming in.
Oh, come on.
I knew it.
Crime scene. This guy comes up out of nowhere, confesses. So he helps me track down his accomplices.
That is so great, man. Looks like everything's coming up Hitchcock.
Hey, Jake. You busy?
Yes, I very clearly am busy.
The medical examiner's office just called. They missed.
Fill me, please.
So the DA is gonna have to dismiss your last 2 busts.
Great. And the slump gets worse.
I don't think it's a slump. Honestly, you are straight up cursed.
Good to know.
Oh, gross. No.
Can you hand me a paper towel, please, Gina?
There's no more left.
Yeah, that sounds right. Hey.
You're dripping on my carpet.
Oh, don't worry, sir. It's just urinal water.
You can eat off his shirt.
Why would I ever eat off his shirt?
Look, sir, I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm cursed.
Cursed, huh?
The freakiest things have been happening to me. I mean, I can't solve a case to save my life. Birds are unloading on me left and right, and 2 seconds ago... Hey, Sarge, do we have any old t-shirts in here?
Oh, no.
Cursed. It happened to a friend of mine back in the 1-8, Detective Smith. He thought he was cursed, and because cops are superstitious, the whole precinct thought he was cursed. No one would go out on calls with him. He responded to a riot at a gym without backup and got beaten up by a girls' volleyball team.
Girls are so scary.
You can digitize old files with Scully.
You're benching me? And how long will that be?
Could be a week, could be a month.
Could be a year, could be a decade.
I don't know how to connect with these kids. They're mean and shallow and respect nothing. I mean, what kind of person would they even listen to?
Hitchcock, stop bringing your food in little Tupperware containers. It hurts my fingers when I'm trying to open it.
Sorry.
Hey, coming in handy.
Rosa and I think it would be great if you talked to the kids.
I thought only cops could help.
In this case, not being a cop might actually be better.
That's true in all cases. Cops are the worst.
Enter the numbers from this report into the corresponding boxes on the screen. Then fill out these fields, and I'm in a coma. Hey, Hitchcock. Help me out, man. I'm so bored. Let me jump back on that murder with you.
No, I got it. You're contagious. Everything could fall apart.
Peralta, leave Hitchcock alone. Come here.
No.
Peralta, leave Hitchcock alone.
Touch with Smitty. He says that you should rub this rabbit's foot with your left forefinger and your pinky like this for good luck.
Yep. It's definitely helping. I can feel it. The curse is lifting off of me. Hand cramp.
Rub, rub. The fairy princess castle has defeated me. I'm grown with man hands and a man brain. I should be able to put together a dollhouse in less than 4 hours. This screw has 3 pointy sides. And there's wheels. What kind of castle has wheels?
Oh, God. No.
Yes. 17B. Yes. 18A. Wait a minute. Hey, just heading to the can.
Take the rabbit's foot.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I'm not allowed to leave my desk, so we have to meet in here.
So what you're saying is that this is kind of a...
No, for the last time, Charles, we don't need a clubhouse. Club! Clubhouse.
You know what I'm thinking?
No clubhouse.
What's Charles's favorite app?
Let Holt see you. But if my hunch is right, the slump is over. Come through for me, Boyle.
You know I will.
All right.
I'm just saying to put a couple leather chairs in here.
Go!
Ew. Why would you ever want a
What a
clubhouse
hang-
in the bathroom?
Especially that bathroom.
You're troubled or at risk or bad dressers. Was that a trucker hat? Still? Come on. My life turned around when I found my passion. And today, well, I hope to inspire you with it. What are we thinking?
I think I speak for everyone when I say your weird dancing was just weird.
Fine. Cops make $52,000 a year. You never have to stop at a red light. And you get to carry a gun. Who wants in? Boom, 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 boom.
How did you know that would work?
That's what made me sign up when I was a kid.
You did this program?
Yeah. It does not work.
Aw.
They're here.
Fantastic. Too dramatic? Oh, hi.
No. No.
I know what happened to your grandma. Nothing. The reason I couldn't find her is because she never existed. I had Detective Boyle make some calls, and it turns out you've done this before. 5 missing persons reports in 5 different states. Recognize this?
What are you accusing us of?
Probably insurance fraud. Definitely filing a false report and obstruction of justice.
Blammo. Jay, camera strikes again.
Camera strikes again. The curse is over. The slump is done. Jake is back. Permission to take a selfie of the two of us, sir?
Permission denied.
Too late. All I know is my mind was so numb from doing all that boring data entry that my brain kind of rebooted and I had an inspiration about one of my old cases. And I now see that that was your plan all along, and that you're capable of smiling.
Talented detectives have their ups and downs, Peralta.
So you think I'm talented? You said it, no takebacks.
You know what, Boyle? You need to stay out of your own head.
Okay, but sir, I don't get it. If that was your plan, why bother with Smitty and the rabbit's foot?
Well, there's a very good reason for that. I believe the term is, messing with you.
We're becoming homies.
I assembled a castle for you.
Oh, it's over.
Here it is.
Wow.
Some jobs take dainty little fingers. You're a good dad. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Oh, check this out. Working siren.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I love that one. It's good. I don't like those crappy other ones.
Yeah, 1 through 2 were
finally get a good one.
finally
Yeah.
raising the bar.
That's funny.
Quite.
Had some complaints about Gina. Like, not really complaints, but not sure how to feel about her. Still not 100%, but she did get me laughing quite a bit at a couple of lines here. I've seen that actress who she's married to Jordan Peele, right? Chelsea Peretti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her in interviews and stuff, and she's really funny there. So I think being endeared to who she is when she does interviews makes it easier for me to warm up to her character.
Yeah.
Just because I like Chelsea Peretti, the personality. And yeah, having her shine here was was really cool. And I'm getting a better idea for Santiago's character as well. Like, she's more than just the romantic interest, other good cop.
Yeah.
She's a teacher's pet, essentially, is what her character portrayal is. Yeah, you can feel their character slowly fleshing out a little bit more. But overall, I gotta say, the idea of just even Jake, there's something I am talking into that is creating this echo. Is it this can? Hello? Yeah, it's a can. Isn't that freaking bizarre?
Isn't science
I don't know if
crazy?
you guys can hear it, but I'm hearing this echo into something. I'm like, what is going on here?
Dude, not bad though.
But yeah, the plot of just him being in a slump, I don't know, that's something I kind of feel like I needed right now, because like there's been so much momentum with the channel lately, and then it seems like every other week for the past like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, not every other week, every like few days or something like that.
Frequently over the past handful of weeks.
Yeah, there's like, I'm in a slump right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
But just like that learning lesson, that mentorship, I was flashing a 30 Rock in the sense of how you have Alec Baldwin and Tina Fey, and then that's kind of what you got here with Andy Samberg and Captain Holt, you know, like the mentor, and then the one who's up and coming. So I loved having that learning lesson here of when they brought it back around to Boyle, with Boyle of how he doesn't let adversity bring him down, that he keeps on grinding regardless. I'm like, you know what? I kind of needed to hear that today. That made me feel good.
Yeah.
And like having that heart there, it's a pretty cool, it's just a pretty neat thing. But on top of that too, it's freaking hilarious. It's so funny, man.
It's the perfect combination for Uplift, because I think, like, you know, as far as the plotting of the episode goes, they made something actually pretty nice out of, you know, Peralta getting stuck, figuring out what to do next, and then finally cracking it. You know, like the way that the you know, Holt inspires him by the end is kind of applicable. You know, you go back and you go look at the thing you've been avoiding for a little while, and then somehow you come to a breakthrough. And yeah, I thought it was nicely hewn, even though the point is, you know, like the comedy and the fun and games. I like that they actually made that little storyline, that little arc, you know, kind of a nice one, you know, that you could actually take a little inspiration from too.
I love when they make these like goofy, wacky characters show that they're actually good at their job.
Yeah.
Like what they did with Hitchcock was such an unexpected surprise. I think that's where the comedy comes in so strong. Like that's the key to a comedy, I think, is, you know, setting up an expectation of what you think is going to happen and then going in a different direction that you wouldn't expect it really to go, at least for how the punchline might unveil. Right down to like with the kids. And then they start chanting like, as long as I'm a black guy, black guys can't
Black people can sell drugs.
The joke sets you up in a way of, oh no, it's stereotyping. They think they're doing a black voice or something like that, you know? And then it becomes about how it's offensive that she's not doing a black voice. Like, I think it
could be a black voice.
It's such a funny ass joke. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, they subvert. It's not like the greatest subversion of expectations, but it is a variation of that.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of comedy I think is so strong here. Like when, you know, Peralta handing off the cases to Hitchcock. Hitchcock comes in, solve 4 right here. He turned in all these other people for me.
And going from that whole like, oh, I don't want to do paperwork to like, I'm not handing off this case to you, man. This is going way too well for me.
Yeah, that's brilliant stuff to me. I thought there's a lot of, it's clever, you know? Like it's easy to chalk up some comedy shows to it's dumb comedy. The characters are stupid. I'm like, no, that's not the case. What's cool about this series is these characters are all capable. They're all talented. They're skilled at what they do. But you see, like, a lot of I don't really know how to quite describe it. You know, like the comedy is not relying on them being idiotic.
Yeah, it relies on their chemistry and the ways in which they, you know, cause friction for each other or at odds with each other. But ultimately, underlying all that is a common goal, and everybody does, except for maybe Chelsea Fernandez's character. Gina maybe doesn't want to excel, but everybody else wants to excel in some way.
Well, I think what they do with them by making them human is, yes, they are capable detectives. However, they let their insecurity shine through, and they let that make them very human. Right down to even Rosa when she's talking to the kids and she's being all tough, and they all start turning on her, and you could see that her feelings are getting hurt by the fact that they're laughing at her. Like, they don't have to say it, but you can see it in her expression. Like, oh, her feelings are getting a little bit hurt.
Yeah.
Playing on the insecurities. Teacher's pet, Andy Samberg, feeling like he's in a slump right here when his whole thing is, I'm really great at my job and I don't need to be bossed around or really told what to do, but I'm great. And then it really gets to him. So, and then even with Terry Crews or Terry Jeffords, going down to Terry Crews and the bit that they have going with him. Like, I don't know if we'll ever. There's a lot of seasons, so I imagine at some point you'd see his wife and kids. But I love that you just don't right now. He's a scared cop. He's dealing with his wife at home, trying to be a good dad, and you never see the shit. It's all like off screen stuff that he's dealing with that is eating at him and like making him deteriorate. I love that. It's hilarious stuff.
Yeah, and yet the side of him we get to behold so much of the time is still like, this huge guy with a lot of energy, and like, watching him. I thought this episode actually did nicely to sprinkle that theme for everybody, because as much as it is about Peralta's slump, everyone's struggling against a comfort zone. And so, having him even be like, I'm supposed to be able to build this and I can't, and this episode to me, out of the 3 we've seen so far, seemed like it's starting to take formation of the ensemble more so, in the sense that it seems like it's pairing more people off together and starting to go beyond Peralta being like the main steady focus, because I liked when you got like Boyle and Terry together, or you got Rosa and Santiago together, building on those pairings, because this is like one of the fun parts of any comedic ensemble is, okay, what's the mix and match going to be like, and how's the ensemble going to grow beyond the main setup and everything.
Well, I think with Boyle, when he comes across so childish and kind of a little bit of like the kind of character you laugh at.
He's a womp character.
Yeah, a little bit of a buffoon. But in this episode, I think they really made it clear is that he's just a super supportive character and a very big optimistic guy. Like, everything down on like Jake Hammer, Jake Rabbit, like dramatic entrance. Was that too much? Nope.
Yeah, he's very supportive.
Or he goes up to Terry, builds a dollhouse, and it's like, you need to stop being so hard on yourself. You're a good day. So I like that they took that direction with his character. Yeah. Because I didn't really get a clear sense of that. I thought he was more like, all right, you're the nerdy, goofy cop, but you're not really. I didn't get this made it crystal clear for me essentially that he is this ultimate support of the team and the camaraderie of everyone. He's always looking out to be better or bring out the best in others,
Yeah, and he's really genuine in his expression. Yeah.
Well, the guy who plays him is so. we've seen him like in a bunch of other things.
Oh, Joe Latruglio, yeah. He's a character. Like, he's been holding it down in the character actor field for so long.
In the comedy realm, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm psyched. Obviously the show is well known now, but I'm psyched that he got this opportunity because, he's another one of those comedians who I'm like, man, more people should know this guy's name, because if you don't, you've probably seen him and cracked up at him in 5 different movies at least.
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful. All right, guys. Well, what did you think about this episode? Leave your thoughts down below. Thank you to everyone who's we've gotten quite a bit of like 1,000 subscribers just from the first episode alone. I was like, oh damn, the rest.
Good choice.
I just wanted to start this because I was like, I like Andy Samberg a lot, and people have recommended this show, but I didn't expect for a show that has been on for so long to have an audience come here to watch us check this series out. So thank you guys.
Rewatchability.
And honestly, it's like such a joy just to sit here and watch the show. It's a great, it's usually the last thing we do when we do film this. So to sit down here and watch it just feels good. It feels great. So thank you guys so much for being here. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click the notification bell. Hit that like button. And of course, last but not least, Speaking of being a super positive support, Scuba Steve. Gotta thank this man from the bottom of our hearts. Scuba, you have been around our channel, our Patreon, for the longest time now. Surprised you never left. There's a small handful of you guys who just haven't left our Patreon.
Stuck around.
And, you know, it's easy to just sort of expect guys like you to just be there because we're just so used to you being there. It's like the beginning of our Patreon. Being in this moment, feeling grateful. Thank you for showing us support for that long, you know?
Yeah.
Like, gosh.
You're a staple of this journey by now, you know? Like, it wouldn't be the Real Rejects anything without a little Scuba Steve.
Seriously, dude. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope the East Coast is treating you all right. And I hope you haven't gone to jail lately. I once lied to get out of jury. It didn't work.
They look for that.
And I once tried, you know, telling a little bit of a lie in a jury duty session.
Snitched
And he
on
said,
you.
"Oh, yeah, my friend Steve. I know a guy who sometimes spray paints walls, specifically involving what the case was." Didn't work. I wouldn't get in trouble now. I served my time on the jury.
Yeah. You did your civic duty. You can say whatever you want. Discuss the case openly.
Yeah. This guy was
Details
guilty or
the
not.
crime,
Let me
the
tell you.
verdict. Yeah.
Thank you, Scuba, for being here, man. You rock.